So if you want to turn $1,000 into as much as 30, 40, 50,000, maybe even $100,000 from a single $1,000 bet, you want to pay attention to altcoins right now. Now, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do with your money, and I'm not guaranteeing that anything here will play out like this, but the potential is there for altcoins. If you were around with cryptocurrencies in 2017, whether you invested or not, you probably saw the enormous runs that were made. And right now what we're seeing is Bitcoin is trading at $15,000, right? 15, 1-5, almost at this point in time, like 14.9 something. And the altcoins are still incredibly low. Now we saw this back in 2017. And what happens is the relationship between Bitcoin and altcoins is that Bitcoin runs first. And then just when everyone thinks that altcoins are dead and they're never coming back to life, they start to pump, and they pump like never before, like 30, 40, 50x, even as much as 100x. And I think we are getting close to seeing that again. Now, this could take several weeks, it could take several months, it could still take another year to play out. But at this point in time, the price of altcoins is still very, very low. So Bitcoin is almost back 75% of the all-time high, right? The all-time high was 20,000. A lot of different altcoins are still down. I made a video about it recently. You can see over here, I made this video 5 days ago, still waiting for my altcoins to pump. I talked about this too, but again, I'm making this video specifically about it because I think the opportunity for enormous upside gains lies in altcoins. Okay, it's not about chasing Bitcoin right now. $15,000, yes, down the line might go to 20, 25, 30, 50, maybe $100,000. But you know, Bitcoin is already pumped. It was $4,000 earlier this year in March, and now it's at almost $15,000. But altcoins are low, okay? If we're looking at a lot of altcoins, they're still way, way down. And in my opinion, and my experience in these markets, I think they make a fantastic buy. Now, it does come with a little caveat that altcoins could still get a further capitulation, okay? There could still be a sell-off which sees altcoins like ICX and ARK and Ethereum, even like that, could still sell off, you know, 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50% in a spike down, okay? That is a possibility. So if you were to buy it now, you got to be mentally prepared for that. Let's say you put in $1,000 and it drops and you're down to $500. Okay, that's part of the game. In the long term, I think the altcoins are going to go way, way, way up. And like I said, the potential is there. If this is the real run that we've been waiting for and the 4-year cycles play out, then Bitcoin is likely to make new all-time highs within the next year or so. It's going to go beyond $20,000, and then altcoins can start to catch up. And like I said, altcoins, for example, like ICX, they're still 30, 40x back to their all-time highs. They're nowhere near where they were supposed to be. Now, will they ever get there? It's not guaranteed, okay? Some altcoins might die. Maybe this time will be different, but personally, I doubt it. I think we're going to get a big run in altcoins. And even if it's only, you know, several X, if it goes 5X or 10X, you know, it's maybe not the 100X of 2017, but the potential is there. So I want to share with you also, okay, I've been in the space since 2017. Here, I made this video more than a year ago talking about Bitcoin, why owning one Bitcoin may be the best financial decision of your life. I'll link to that up here and in the description, in the comments, so you can go and check that out too. When I made that video, Bitcoin was trading about $5,500. Right now it's $15,000. If you bought one, you would have tripled your money, approximately. Okay, I'm talking about altcoins now also. Made this video over here 5 days ago. I'm making this specific video right now, telling you also about altcoins. Once again, it's not financial advice. You make your own decisions, consult your financial advisor. But I'm telling you, altcoins are what you need to pay attention to right now. And you can see over here, if we go to this chart, this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. And what it means is that it's Bitcoin versus all the other altcoins in the total crypto market cap. These two vertical lines are the halvings. Okay, they're significant events in Bitcoin. If you're watching this channel, you probably know what they are. But every 4 years, the supply of Bitcoin gets cut in half. We had it happen in 2016. We had it happen now in May of this year of 2020. And you can see, certain period after this halving, the Bitcoin dominance starts to drop, which means that altcoins gain gain a larger portion of the whole market share of cryptocurrencies compared to Bitcoin. Okay, and we've seen that over here. So we had this big rise. This was throughout the bear market after altcoins peaked, and we've had a slow decline, a big pump up. This is Bitcoin. This is what you see now. Bitcoin is pumping. It's gaining that dominance compared to altcoins, because altcoins are still way down. But again, I can put this trend line a little bit better over here, something like this. You can see there's a good potential that this might fizzle out at some point over here. And then once Bitcoin starts to move down again in dominance, then the altcoins are starting to move up. So whether this will happen right now, it could go a little bit higher. But again, usually what has happened in these cycles historically is that after Bitcoin moves, a few weeks, a few months after that, the altcoins start to pump and they outperform Bitcoin enormously percentage-wise, simply because they're so much smaller. They have such little market cap that smaller amounts of money, several $1 million, could really move the price of an altcoin versus Bitcoin, that's literally almost $200 billion worth of market cap. Takes a lot more money to move the price of Bitcoin higher. And percentage-wise, to go from 15,000 to 30,000, that's 100% gain. The market cap needs to double by like 200 billion to be able to do that. But for example, a small altcoin that has a market cap of say 30 million, for it to go to 60 million, well, that's a much smaller amount, but it's also 100%. And for something like that to go from 30 million to 300 million in market cap, well, that's a lot more likely than Bitcoin, doing a 10x. So altcoins is what you want to be paying attention to. And you can go and look on my channel. There's a lot of videos I've made about which altcoins I like. For example, this one, my 5 potential 30x altcoins. That is an interesting video. Again, I'll link to it up here right now and in the description, so you can go and check that one out too. And I've also got this video over here where I said $1,000 into 1 million. Is it possible? I also share with you some altcoins that I would buy. Again, if you scroll down on the channel over here, some of my favorite altcoins are over here also. NFT projects, coins for crypto passive income, all those, they're on the channel also. Of course, I do write a monthly newsletter also at intelligentcryptocurrency.com. So every single month I research a new project that I think has high potential. And if you want to check that out, that's my membership. Go click on the first link in the description below or go to intelligentcryptocurrency.com. For the rest, guys, really pay attention to altcoins. I know that people think they are dead and they've been low and Bitcoin is pumping, but usually what happens is that after Bitcoin runs, the altcoins start to follow. Like I said, it might still be a few weeks, maybe it's still several months, okay? And there is still potential for them to drop further, but that is also not guaranteed, right? So if you wait too long and you wait for it to drop, well, then you're going to likely end up buying in a lot higher. So again, I'm making this video here just to bring your attention to altcoins, which is something that right now nobody is really paying attention to. Altcoins, they think they're dead, they think they're bleeding, and rightfully so. The altcoins are still very, very low, but I don't think they will be for very much longer. So if you enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing below, smash the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, with your questions, and if you want to watch another video,